In today's video, I want to demonstrate to you the power of MBO or market by order when you're trading futures. I'm going to give you a real world application how it worked on this specific day in our trading room. First, let's start off by the process. The first thing I do in the morning after the first 5 or 10 minutes of trade is start to look at the MBO to identify levels where there's high liquidity that could become future supports, resistances, and levels of interest. The way I do that is utilizing the MBO tool, which appears on the right side of my ladder. On this day, and on X, I posted this as well. I said there's a lot of liquidity to the upside around 94, 68.94, and then I saw one at 69.04 even as well that had disappeared by the time I took the screenshot because price went down. It's important to note the market was trading nearly 35 points lower at this point, and this was a level that we identified on MBO that you would have no idea existed on a regular chart. Now, if you don't follow me on X, my handle is at George Papazov, and I tweeted or X'd, is it tweeting or Xing? I X'd this post here that you see above on MBO. I said upside target if the bid continues was at 68.85, 68.90, 68.95, and 69.04. These were the targets for the market based on the liquidity points identified by MBO, and I posted the MBO pictures on that chart. You could see the bid side of it here had a really big void and lack of liquidity, whereas the offer side to the upside had a lot of liquidity. Remember this concept, the market moves to and through liquidity. Why is it important and why does that happen? Well, if you have a lot of sellers to the upside, that means they're not close to price. And if they're not close to price, the same amount of buyers will have to pay more in order to get into their position because they have no one to sell it to because they're waiting above. This creates an auction process that favors the bid and the upside. Now, the trading execution component was relatively straightforward with buying balances appearing here and slightly below that level. And I basically posted the bids at that level using it as support to continue this trade upward and scaling out towards the 95 level that I had talked about. I didn't hold on to a runner up into the 05 because it just seemed like it was further away and the trades had seemed to be exhausted. In retrospect, we did end up trading right to the 69.04 liquidity point that we found nearly 30 points earlier. And how do we know that this traded? We could see on time and sales that 800 quantity traded through at 10:45.08 in one single order position. This was a natural target for the day, and as we hit it, it completed the analysis using MBO, and it also gave us a high probability, low risk trade with an upside target. If you want to learn more, we also have a webinar on February 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern, where I'll teach you real-time execution using order flow. Link in the description. Go there and claim your seat. And thanks for watching. Manage that risk, trade like a trade pro. Take care and goodbye.